Hello and welcome back to IT Security Labs. This is my week 7 update of 16 in my journey to getting CISSP certified. 6 weeks ago I decided that I was going to give myself 16 weeks to get CISSP certified, and I'll be making a weekly video to update you guys on my progress. So this is week 7 and I'm going to tell you what I covered last week, where I am, and at the end I'm going to answer one of my subscribers' questions, which is why did you go for the CISSP instead of the Certified Ethical Hacker or Security Plus? I'll answer that if you stay until the end. So last week was the most fun that I've had in the CISSP because I do spend a lot of time on the IT operations. I covered 2 domains, domain 6 and 7. Domain 6 is security assessment and testing. Then domain 7 is security operations. I'll just give you a quick overview of what I learned from them. From security assessment and testing, that's where we were talking about vulnerability assessments, pen test, or just being able to identify vulnerabilities in your network. We talk about different types of pen tests, whether it's a partial pen test or a full-blown pen test. We talk about getting permission from the company that you're doing penetration testing for. We talk about defining the scope of the pen test, agreeing on how far you can go when you're doing the pen test. Then we talked about a vulnerability assessment and what kind of tools we can use, Nessus and OpenVAS, and we also covered a lot of software testing. So again, just like in every other video, I tell you it's a lot of information that we need to know, but this is the time when everything is now more practical, because at least for me, I have done these things, I know how these things work, and I do share in some of my videos some videos on security assessment. So just check out my channel. I'm actually in the middle of making a series right now for making a lab for the CCNA cyber operations. That's something that I'll be sharing in the near future. We also talked about domain 7, which is security operations. This is where we come to talk about business continuity plans. We talk about assessing logs, and we talk about incident response and what you can do when you have an incident. So last week was fun because we were talking about things that I'm familiar with, and other than that, I think that I still have to continue to practice and memorize a lot of the terms that are new to me or that I take for granted. Next, I just wanted to answer a quick question someone asked me when I posted my other videos. They asked why I decided to go for the CISSP but not the Certified Ethical Hacker or Security Plus. I'm not going to discredit any of these certifications. I believe they are great and people do a lot of things with them. But for me, I did take the Certified Ethical Hacker classes. I have practiced, and I went through the module for the Certified Ethical Hacker. There's a lot of material that overlaps with the CISSP, so I decided the CISSP was probably a better option. And if I'm to go for a Certified Ethical Hacker, I'll probably be doing that later in my career when someone pays for it. But for now, since my current employer values the CISSP, and it looks like it's the industry standard right now, I'm going for the CISSP. If I do find myself in a position where I'm applying for a job and they need me to take a security plus, I will go for it. But for now, the CISSP is what's required for where I am at and what I'm doing right now. Other than that, I don't think Certified Ethical Hacker is bad or Security Plus is bad. It's just that whoever is willing to pay for what you have and also what you assign value to. So I might end up going for the Certified Ethical Hacker, and I might end up going for the Security Plus, but now is not the time. The CISSP is what I'm going for at this moment. I'll be giving you a lot more updates. I'm working on a course right now where I'm setting up a lab for the CCNA cyber operations. I created a lab when I was studying for the CCNA cyber ops, and I'm hoping to share what I did with other people. So I'm creating a series of videos, 3 minutes long or shorter, where I'm showing how to install it from the beginning to the end. So subscribe if you want to see that. Otherwise, I'll be seeing you guys in the next videos.